guys, welcome to episode 16, second to last QuaranTUBE with Dr. Z video. I know you all are so sad and you're gonna watch them on repeat, right Melody? All right, today we are going to look at unit rate. We looked at unit rate a bunch, kind of mid-year, and we were still working on it when we left. We were kind of at the tail end of it when we left. But today I'm going to review for interleaved math, changing a given ratio to a unit rate. What's wrong with my voice today? All right. So if we take a look at this statement right here, we're going to see things like this at markets and like malls if they ever reopen, signs that say things like $10 for 5 cookies, right? It could be like $20 for 4 shirts, right? This could be substituted for anything. Today, I'm using cookies because I have been making and eating way too many. So that's just on my mind, so that's what I'm using. All right, so here I'm saying $10 for 5 cookies. The given ratio, I turn that into a ratio. So the given ratio is going to be $10 over 5 cookies, right? $10 for 5 cookies. I want to know what the unit rate is, which means how much is it for just one cookie. So if you can recall from our lessons before, we want to get to that 1 unit. My 1 unit is going to be 1 cookie. So how do I get from 5 cookies to 1 cookie? I find that common factor, right? In this case, it's going to be 5. And just like when we simplify fractions, you're going to divide the bottom and also the top by that common factor. See, so 5 cookies divided by 5 is going to be 1 cookie. We know that 1 cookie is what we're looking for. That's the 1 unit. And if we do the same as we did to the bottom to the top, it's going to be 10 divided by 5, and it's going to be $2. So the unit rate for this right here, 10 cookies for $10 for 5 cookies, is going to be $2 for 1 cookie. We found the unit rate for this given ratio. Now, that was really easy, right? Because we can already tell that 10 over 5 is going to be 2 over 1. We already know that because this is a very friendly fraction. But what happens when it's not as friendly? Let's take a look at that. So now we have, again, still using cookies, $10 for 4 cookies. It's not going to be as clean, right? Because 4 is not a factor of 10. So here we have the given ratio, $10 over 4 cookies. And so because it is not such a friendly fraction, I'm going to make it as friendly as possible. The bottom, I'm trying to get as close to 1 as possible, right? But I know that if I divide 4 by 4, I can get 1 cookie. But 10 divided by 4 isn't so clean. So what am I going to do? I'm going to find a factor that is in common with both the denominator and the numerator, and that factor is going to be 2. So I'm going to divide 4 by 2, and I'm going to do the same to the top. I'm going to divide 10 by 2. So here I have another ratio, $5 for 2 cookies. Now we're closer to that unit rate that we're looking for, and we're looking for that 1 cookie unit, right? And so we went from 10 over 4 to 5 over 2. 5 over 2 is a little bit more palatable, right? So then I'm going to rewrite the unit, the ratio, $5 over 2 cookies. And notice what I did here. Even though we're working with quote-unquote fractions, because that's what it's showing, I'm still going to use my dollar amount and put that over 1 cookie. So if I divide 2 divided by 2, and that's how I know I get 1 for that unit rate. 1 cookie is what we were looking for to begin with. I'm going to divide 5 by 2. And because I'm working in dollars, I'm going to make sure that the top part of my unit rate is going to look like dollars. So I know that 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, right? You could have thought about it as that, or that, right? It could have been like 2.5. But I added that 0 because I want to make sure that I don't lose the fact that I'm talking about money. So here I'm showing $2.50 over 1 cookie. That is my unit rate. So here, these cookies were cheaper, $2 for 1 cookie, although that's not even really that cheap. And the second ratio, 10 over 4, so $10 for 4 cookies is going to be $2.50 for 1 cookie. Definitely not a cheap cookie, better be good. Okay, I was gonna say, are there any questions? But we're still doing distance learning and I can't see you. So if you do have any questions about converting given ratios into unit rates, you can comment on the Schoology post, or you can send a message to me or send a message to me via Dojo. Today you're going to get an Engage New York or Eureka math lesson. I'd like for you to complete the first 3 pages. The last pages you can just leave alone. It's going to be very similar to what I did. In fact, I used the same given ratio for the first example, just so that you can make sure to have an example when you get started. All right, that was a super short review of unit rate. I hope this was helpful to kind of remember these words. And Thursday's interleaved math is going to continue on from this. All right, okay, that was episode 16 of QuaranTUBE with Dr. Z. I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.